Okay, let's unpack this. We've all been there, right? Scrolling through social media, maybe you tune into a live audio chat.
Yeah, happens all the time.
And on the surface, it feels so casual,
Yeah.
so immediate.
Totally spontaneous.
But underneath all that, these digital conversations, especially in like the live audio spaces, they often hide these really intricate layers. You've got deeply personal stories bubbling up,
hmm
significant technical challenges that honestly feel like they could derail the whole thing at any moment.
Oh, definitely. The tech gremlins.
And core values that are really driving the people involved.
Yeah.
It's this fascinating paradox, isn't it? This blend of spur-of-the-moment interaction and real human depth.
It really is. That mix of casual and profound.
So today we're embarking on a deep dive into one very specific live audio space, this kind of unique digital arena where real people are, well, bravely navigating the pretty unpredictable landscape of virtual interaction. Our mission is kind of twofold. We really want to meticulously pull back the curtain on the intricate online persona of its host, Alberto.
Right. And then precisely dissect the distinct yet often challenged role of a key co-host within this incredibly dynamic environment. Brittany.
Ah, Brittany, right. Her role is interesting.
It really is. It's a journey that should illuminate how these digital communities don't just form, but also how they persist, adapt, and maybe even thrive amidst, well, unexpected chaos.
Yeah, resilience in the face of digital hiccups.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Our insights for this deep dive are drawn from two incredibly rich and unique sources. First up, we have an actual audio transcript.
Oh, cool. From the space itself.
Yep, from a live discussion that happened right in this space. So that gives us a direct, unfiltered window into the real-time ebb and flow of the conversation. You know, the spontaneous reactions, the authentic interactions as they actually unfold.
That's gold. Real in the moment stuff.
And second, we have a detailed analysis of the host Alberto's wider online activity and his, let's say, carefully curated digital persona on X, what used to be Twitter.
Right. So we get the live action and the behind the scenes persona building, a good combo. Our ultimate goal for you, listening in, is to extract the most important, maybe actionable nuggets of knowledge from these sources. We're aiming to help you understand not just the mechanics of how individuals build a powerful, resonant presence in these real-time online forums, but also how they navigate and maybe even leverage the inevitable digital challenges.
And crucially, how they build community.
And perhaps most importantly, how they forge genuine, resilient community in what feels like an increasingly connected yet sometimes isolating world.
It's a key question for our time.
So brace yourself for some genuinely surprising facts and maybe some profound moments of insight into the very human experience of the internet. Let's begin this deep dive.
Sounds good. What's truly fascinating here, and I think a crucial insight for anyone navigating these online communities, is how these digital spaces, which seem so casual, so ephemeral, actually serve as this vibrant microcosm of our broader online existence.
A microcosm, I like that.
Yeah, they're like living, breathing entities, right?
Yeah.
Fundamentally shaped by both the intricate technology that enables them and, of course, the compelling personalities that inhabit them.
Absolutely.
From the moment you enter, that initial ambiance, even the background music they choose, it sets a very deliberate mood. Like we heard, the space often kicks off with this lyrical backdrop. Riding on the highway through the window, I'm dreaming too fast for my life, while the moon remains constant in the sky.
Right, that specific music.
It's not just random background noise. It's a subtle but quite powerful attempt to craft an immersive environment, to draw you in and set a particular tone for the conversation that's about to unfold. It's all part of that human curation of a digital space.
That's a great point about the immersive environment. And speaking of that, this particular space we're dissecting, it's a perfect example of a live interactive audio environment, very typical of platforms like X Spaces. You can almost picture it as a modern-day virtual town square, but instead of like physical proximity deciding who joins, it's shared digital airwaves and a common interest.
Accessibility is different.
It's explicitly designed for spontaneous dialogue, for people to share experiences in real time, and really, at its core, for building a sense of community. Lots of participants can tune in, listen passively, request to speak, actively engage.
Which makes it incredibly fluid.
Totally. It creates this truly fluid, dynamic, and often unpredictable setting. It's not just a chat room. It feels more like a performance, a gathering, all happening live and in the moment. That makes every interaction feel incredibly immediate and, well, authentic.
And a defining feature of these environments, as we immediately find out from our sources, is the unavoidable, often deeply frustrating presence of technical hurdles.
Oh, yeah. The tech. Always the tech.
It's almost like technology isn't just the stage, but an active, often disruptive participant in the narrative.
You've hit on something fundamental there. It is almost like technology isn't just a tool, but an active, often disruptive participant. Like a character.
A mischievous character sometimes.
Definitely. Our sources are absolutely riddled with examples of systemic Twitter glitches. You hear this direct, unvarnished frustration, like the comment, Twitter that is really effed up, the systems are really completely a nightmare for the users. The term user-friendly does not apply to Twitter.
Wow, that's blunt, but probably relatable for many.
Right. This isn't just a fleeting annoyance. It speaks to a fundamental breakdown of what you expect the user experience to be. It deeply impacts the flow and, the integrity of the conversation.
And it gets weirder than that, right?
Oh, it gets even more surreal. Imagine this. A lively discussion is going on, vibrant, active, people are engaged, but a message pops up on screen declaring the space has ended.
Even though it hasn't.
Exactly. It highlights this profound issue with what one participant called the integrity of the information, because it was very contradictory. The platform is literally lying to its users about its own status.
That creates such a disorienting, almost absurd experience. How do people even keep going?
That's the question, isn't it? How do these digital spaces and the relationships within them actually persist when the very technological foundation they're built on is so unstable, so prone to these disruptive failures?
Yeah, it's a testament to the human desire to connect, I suppose.
We see repeated connectivity and access issues. Charles, who seems like a frequent and eager participant, highlights this particularly frustrating personal struggle. He laments, every time I come into your space and I try to become a speaker, the space crashes.
Ouch. That's specific and sounds incredibly annoying.
And it's not just him. Even the host, Alberto, notes his own audio issues, asking the others, is it me, guys? Or with B, whenever we both on the microphone, I hear myself, or is it only me?
So echo problems, connection drops. It's the whole package.
Pretty much. These aren't just minor bugs. They're woven into the very fabric of the interaction, a constant frustrating undercurrent that everyone navigates together.
It becomes a shared burden, strangely enough. A common enemy.
And then there's Alberto's own personal tech nightmare, which just vividly underscores the fragility inherent in our digital lives. He talks about living his YuKey.
Ah, the physical security key, like a YubiKey or something similar.
Exactly. That second factor for authentication, it's designed to be this ironclad layer of security, right? Robust protection against unauthorized access.
Supposedly.
But, as Alberto powerfully demonstrates, if you lose that single physical key, it can become this devastating single point of failure, locking you out of everything.
Oof. That's terrifying. All your accounts?
Yep. His frustration is palpable. He explains how this one lost item prevents access to every single one of his accounts. And he passionately warns against 2FA being this single point of failure, saying Alberto lost his YuKey. He cannot access to all his account because Fracture Factor Authenticator is too much power in one point of failure. Keep it safe and I'm not safe at all. I am dangerous and I don't see it all. 2 factors of authenticator are dangerous. Don't use them.
Wow. That's incredibly raw and vulnerable for a host, especially one in cybersecurity, to share. A stark warning from his own lived experience.
Absolutely. It is hard.
And this is precisely where Brittany's crucial, often self-deprecating role in experiencing this tech chaos really comes into sharp focus.
Yeah, Brittany, her struggle just encapsulates the widespread, almost universal chaos of tech issues that seem to plague these live audio spaces.
Her experiences become a significant shared part of the conversation, don't they? It makes her incredibly relatable and, in a strange way, almost central to the space's authentic atmosphere. She's like a conduit for the collective frustration.
Yes. Brittany's story is a masterclass in relatable tech struggle, and it takes up a fair bit of the conversation. She recounts this dramatic series of failures that would make anyone just cringe in digital empathy.
Lay it on us. What happened?
Okay, she says, everything went wrong. I had a Twitter space, and I was just saying about how I managed to break everything when Twitter totally collapsed, and when I came back, it was just blank.
Oh, no. The blank screen of death.
Right. I shut down my phone and then turned it back on again, and Twitter's still doing the same thing. I thought, well, I'll try Clubhouse, and that wasn't working. It just keeps going. I somehow got to seeing about the Wi-Fi, and it was saying that the password was incorrect.
Wow. a cascade of failures. You can almost feel her exasperation.
You really can. And what's particularly charming and humanizing about her, a quality that I think makes her an invaluable co-host, is her self-deprecating humor.
Yeah.
She openly admits, I managed to break stuff. I don't mean to, but things don't work.
Huh. That's brilliant. It's such an honest, vulnerable admission. It resonates deeply with anyone who's ever battled uncooperative technology. It's not just a casual anecdote. It's like a testament to the common ground of digital frustration.
Exactly. She owns it.
What's truly fascinating here, though, and a crucial insight for anyone trying to build or understand online communities, is how these technical glitches, they transcend being just minor annoyances.
They feel bigger than that.
Yeah, they don't just happen to the participants. They become this palpable, almost antagonistic character in the narrative of the space itself. They highlight the profound fragility of our digital connections. And Brittany's willingness to be so open, so transparent about her struggles, from her Wi-Fi woes to her phone's complete meltdown, it isn't just relatable. It transforms these isolated incidents into these powerful communal touch points.
Right. Everyone's experienced something like that.
Exactly. When she candidly shares her emotional toll, admitting, I don't get bored. I just tend to get, what's that word? Tense and nervous when things aren't working. She's articulating a universal human truth.
Oh, yeah. That feeling right before you maybe throw your phone across the room. We've all been there.
Totally. And this shared vulnerability to text capriciousness, it doesn't just annoy people. It actually forges this unique bond, almost like a digital foxhole effect.
A digital foxhole effect. Interesting.
Yeah. Overcoming a common, frustrating enemy, even if it's just the darn internet, it creates a deeper sense of camaraderie. It turns personal tech nightmares into these shared triumphs of just persistence.
That makes sense. Surviving the glitch together.
It's a powerful reminder that in the digital world, it's often the authentic human response to chaos, rather than seamless perfection, that truly connects us and builds these resilient communities. Brittany exemplifies this beautifully just by being herself and sharing her genuine frustration.
Beautifully put. So we've grappled with this invisible antagonist technology that so often dictates the digital experience, especially in live audio. Now it's time to truly meet the protagonists of our story, the vibrant individuals who don't just inhabit the space, but actively shape its very soul and navigate its inherent chaos, starting with our host.
Right, Alberto. Known online as Daniel Hill, he centers his entire public persona around this powerful, almost meditative mantra. No money, no power, no fame. He's got a strong belief.
That phrase comes up a lot, doesn't it?
It does. It's not just some catchy tagline. It's repeated throughout the space, acting as this foundational identity statement. It signals a persona built on intrinsic values, unwavering convictions, rather than, superficial material gain or fleeting recognition. Feel like a declaration of purpose.
And it's clearly far more than just a catchy phrase. His professional identity is deeply, almost intrinsically rooted in the world of cybersecurity.
He walks the walk.
Yeah, he describes this frustrating, often infuriating reality, consistently finding significant security vulnerabilities in major companies, only for his detailed, crucial reports to be completely dismissed or just ignored.
That must be incredibly demoralizing.
You hear it in his voice. He notes how the companies do not, they completely dismiss, they don't give any priority, severity, or they don't care to analyze the things that he finds.
Ouch. Strong words.
He expresses this profound sense that he lacks the credibility they demand, despite his findings having created a huge noise on the media just last year.
So he's finding real stuff, getting press, but still getting stonewalled by the companies.
Apparently. It's abundantly clear that this isn't merely a profession for him. It's a deeply personal mission, one he pursues with this fervent dedication, even when met with corporate indifference and a lack of acknowledgement for his critical work.
His dedication to this mission is further solidified by his podcast, right? The Cyber Midnight Club.
Exactly. Launched way back in December 2018. This podcast serves as a key platform for him to systematically share his expertise, his insights on critical topics like hacking, cybersecurity, and cybercrime.
So he's been at it for a while.
Yeah, and our sources indicate his X activity isn't just random posting, it's strategic. It's used to promote new episodes, drive traffic, engage with his audience, cementing his role as a consistent, authoritative thought leader in this demanding field of cybersecurity. It's a long-term commitment to sharing knowledge.
Makes sense. He's building his platform.
But as we dig deeper, what emerges next is truly fascinating and deeply personal. It profoundly shapes his digital persona and mission.
Okay, what did you find?
Deeper insights from the X analysis reveal this profound personal story. His Linktree, one of those pages linking all his online stuff, mentions a Darknet Diaries episode.
Oh, Darknet Diaries. That's a huge, well-respected cybersecurity podcast.
Exactly. And the episode title is Alberto, Wrongly Convicted Hacker.
Wow. Okay, that changes things. That's significant.
Right. This isn't just a professional profile. It's a compelling, deeply human narrative. This personal history profoundly shapes his advocacy. It transforms his message into this compelling journey, from prison to changing the laws.
So that background isn't just a footnote. It lends massive weight, authenticity, and a powerful sense of urgency to his whole strong belief mantra.
Absolutely. It grounds his entire digital persona in a very real, impactful, lived experience of injustice, one that now fuels his drive for systemic change in the cybersecurity world. He's not just talking about vulnerabilities. He has intimately lived their consequences and is fighting to change the very systems that can lead to such outcomes.
That context makes his passion and frustration make so much more sense. And he's far from a solo act, which makes his presence in the space even more compelling, right? He's a genuine community builder.
Definitely seems that way.
Our analysis shows Alberto frequently amplifies the voices of others. He's actively retweeting their insights, engaging in robust discussions on their posts, even bringing them into his spaces as guest speakers. He makes a concerted effort to foster connection.
So it's not just about his own voice.
Not at all. This isn't just self-promotion. It's a genuine, visible investment in the entire ecosystem of cybersecurity thought leaders. It demonstrates how a host can truly cultivate a collaborative environment where knowledge flows freely and connections are organically nurtured within the broader tech community.
That collaborative approach really underscores how his strong belief extends beyond just his personal convictions. It's about empowering and connecting others in the space.
Exactly. It creates this vibrant, expanding network effect where individual expertise contributes profoundly to a collective understanding. He's building a movement, not just an audience.
Now, complementing Alberto's sort of foundational presence is someone whose journey through this digital landscape, despite her often self-deprecating humor and those persistent tech battles, is equally vital. Brittany.
Ah, yes, Brittany, the co-host, whose raw honesty actually reinforces the very fabric of this community.
That's a good way to put it. Despite her own significant technical issues, which, as we discussed, were quite the saga with her Wi-Fi and multiple devices, almost a running gag.
The digital foxhole veteran.
Right. Brittany is a constant, unwavering, and incredibly supportive presence in the space. She continually attempts to participate, to re-engage, demonstrating remarkable persistence and loyalty, even while battling her own digital demons. Her dedication is truly commendable.
It speaks volumes about the human connection that keeps her trying, doesn't it?
It really does.
Her self-perception is quite striking, actually, especially when you contrast it with reality. Brittany repeatedly labels herself the worst co-host.
Yeah, she apologizes profusely, saying things like, "I'm a terrible co-host, so I just want to apologize to Charles. I didn't accept it. I'm sorry, I'll take rap for that one." It's this recurring, almost endearing theme for her.
But Alberto, the host, he staunchly defends her.
Right.
He clearly values her contributions and presence far more than she gives herself credit for.
Totally. He tells her with genuine warmth, "You do an amazing job. You're wonderful. I mean, yeah, my respect. You're doing an amazing job. It's amazing. I cannot tell you how good you are as a good host."
That dynamic highlights a beautiful, often overlooked aspect of online community. That genuine appreciation that transcends technical hiccups or self-doubt. It's a testament to how human connection can override digital imperfections.
And their connection is clearly deeply personal. It's a testament to the real bonds formed in these virtual spaces. Alberto introduces her warmly as a very, very friendly friend.
Right off the bat, setting that tone.
Yeah, immediately highlighting that the personal connection underpins the entire digital interaction. This isn't just some professional collaboration or transactional online gathering. It feels built on genuine camaraderie and mutual respect.
And her willingness to take full responsibility for co-hosting errors, immediately stating, "It was my fault," that further demonstrates a strong sense of loyalty, accountability, and friendship within the space.
It's a powerful example of how virtual connections can translate into real-world emotional investment and support. She really embodies the human spirit of the space.
What's also undeniably clear is Brittany's deep and enthusiastic connection to the broader cybersecurity community. Her excitement and these rapid-fire questions about DEF CON.
DEF CON, the big one in Vegas.
Exactly. For many in the InfoSec world, it's the pilgrimage. the major annual hacking conference. Her excitement is palpable. She says, with genuine fervor, I am extremely excited for this, showing her deep personal engagement with the cybersecurity and tech community.
That passion perfectly complements Alberto's professional expertise, doesn't it? It brings this relatable human enthusiasm to the often dense technical world of information security.
It really does. And in a remarkable display of community spirit, she even offers a place to stay for DEF CON, extending a hand of real-world support.
You're more than welcome to my room. I was going to get like a multiple room area.
Wow, that's generous.
It totally underscores the genuine friendship and community spirit thriving within this digital space. It proves that even amidst the chaos of tech issues and heavy topics, the human element of care and connection prevails.
So we've journeyed through the unpredictable landscape of technical glitches, and we've met the fascinating individuals who shape this digital arena. Now let's explore how these online interactions extend far beyond just tech talk. They become this crucial forum for people to process and discuss real-world anxieties, passions, and practicalities. Yet, if we connect this to the bigger picture, it's clear these online spaces aren't merely platforms for light chat or niche discussions. Our sources unequivocally show they become crucial outlets for people to process and discuss pressing real-world anxieties, everything from personal finances to global economic instability.
It shows just how multifaceted and vital these digital conversations can be for public discourse and shared understanding.
Definitely.
And our sources show exactly that. The conversation within the space frequently, almost organically, returns to DEF CON.
The gravitational pull of Vegas hacking summer camp.
Exactly. Brittany, for instance, provides valuable context, clarifying that the name DEF CON actually derives from Defense Readiness Condition from the military.
Bit of trivia there.
Yeah, a historical nod now aptly applied to information security. And the discussion moves into practical logistics. Flight costs are debated figures like $970 for a flight from Montevideo to Las Vegas are mentioned, though hotels are noted as being separate.
The practicalities of pilgrimage.
But beneath these practicalities, there's this infectious enthusiasm. Brittany expresses extreme excitement for the conference, having missed it last year, showcasing her deep personal interest and engagement with the broader InfoSec community.
For these participants, DEF CON isn't just a conference. It's a vibrant nexus of knowledge, networking, maybe even friendly competition. It represents the very bleeding edge of cybersecurity.
Absolutely.
But beyond the world of cybersecurity, the space also delves into the harsh, immediate realities of the global economy. The discussion veers into recent, highly publicized bank failures, demonstrating a palpable shared anxiety over financial stability.
Yeah, that came up quite a bit. U.S. cases like Silicon Valley Bank and Signature Bank are mentioned by name.
Right, those were big news.
But the conversation quickly widens to international echoes. A participant notes how Credit Suisse almost took the whole Swiss banking sector down, and there were unsettling rumors circulating that Deutsche Bank could be next.
Wow, so it's not just abstract financial news. It feels personal, immediate to them.
Definitely. And the mechanics of these collapses are even broken down within the discussion, making these complex financial events understandable.
How so?
Well, it's explained that these banks held bonds, and when interest rates rapidly rose, they incurred massive losses as nervous deposits were pulled by worried customers.
The classic bank run dynamic, basically.
Pretty much. And there's palpable frustration over the whole too big to fail dilemma, that recurring theme since the 2008 crisis. There are accusations that the Federal Reserve effectively covered all their losses, leading to this feeling of a Fesha monopoly.
You can feel the anger there.
Yeah, and the exasperated, almost weary conclusion that we didn't learn anything from the previous financial crisis. It's this raw, unfiltered expression of widespread public distrust and anger playing out in real time. It really demonstrates how these spaces serve as vital outlets for collective economic anxiety.
And that deep-seated distrust, it extends to how we plan for retirement, too, right? A topic that resonates profoundly with so many listeners.
Absolutely. Charles raises a critical point about the significant, often unacknowledged societal shift away from traditional pensions.
The defined benefit plans, where the company guarantees payment.
Exactly. Those reliable plans where a company effectively guarantees to pay you about until the day you die. He contrasts that with the ubiquitous 401ks.
Which are defined contribution.
Yeah.
The risk is all on the individual.
Precisely. He highlights the stark difference. 401ks mean you, the individual, bear the entire investment risk. Your financial future is entirely dependent on the volatile stock market. Charles articulates the core anxiety of millions when he asks, what happens when the stock market crashes? You don't have that money. You don't have your retirement.
That's not just a theoretical concern. For many listeners, it's a deeply personal, existential anxiety about their financial security.
Totally. This systemic change, coupled with recent financial crises, fuels this visceral, general distrust in companies. It culminates in that blunt, almost defiant statement heard in the space. I don't trust companies mainly.
It speaks to a broader societal unease, doesn't it? About corporate responsibility and individual vulnerability in the modern economy. And it's fascinating that this conversation finds a home in these digital spaces, extending far beyond the initial topic of tech.
It really is. But despite the heavy topics of bank collapses and retirement fears, there's also the practical and somewhat alluring lure of the horizon, travel and connection.
Shifting gears.
Yeah, a new practical element enters the space as Charles, who identifies himself as an international travel agent, actually offers his services.
Oh, interesting. Like right there in the space.
Yep. He provides competitive quotes for international travel, specifically for flights to Las Vegas for DEF CON. We hear specific real-time prices like $1,024, later $978 from Montevideo, Uruguay, involving multiple airlines and stops. It showcases his expertise.
Handy.
He even highlights his ability to secure discounts on resorts and actually cruisers, adding this tangible, helpful dimension to the conversation that, many listeners might find appealing.
This naturally leads to a fascinating, almost philosophical debate about destinations, doesn't it?
It does. The allure of Las Vegas, with its direct appeal of really badass conventions and strippers, lots of strippers,
Keeping it real.
is sharply contrasted with the serene natural beauty of places like Havasupai, described as having beautiful turquoise-like waterfalls. Nature's has its beautiful quirks about it.
So it shows how these digital spaces encompass not just the technical and the serious, but also the aspirational, the personal preferences, the escape routes that shape our lives and define our individual pursuits of happiness.
It's a delightful shift in tone, really showcases the breadth of topics these spaces can hold.
Absolutely.
And underpinning all of this, whether it's the chaotic technical struggles, the anxieties about financial stability, or the shared dreams of travel, is the fundamental human element: trust, belief, and connection.
The glue that holds it together.
Yeah. Our sources capture this profound reflection on integrity that cuts across all these topics. Your word is like the most valuable thing out there, because if you don't stand for your word and you know your word has no value.
That's a powerful statement, especially relevant in a digital world where identity can sometimes feel fluid or constructed. It's about reputation, authenticity, the weight of your commitments.
And this also brings out a healthy, nuanced debate about trust itself.
How so?
Well, you hear this contrast between absolute distrust, a seemingly hardened stance. Honestly, I don't trust anybody. Sorry, that's the rule number one.
A cynical view may be born from experience.
Maybe. And that's contrasted with a more pragmatic, carefully considered trust. I trust people that I know directly more so.
That distinction is critical in online spaces, where the lines between acquaintance, colleague, and friend can blur. Is trust inherent or earned? Who do you let in?
Right. Alberto himself acknowledges this complexity in a very human way, saying, some people trust me and I don't know if we... But anyway, highlighting that subtle, often unspoken negotiation of credibility and reliability in virtual interactions.
It shows a sophisticated and often highly adaptive understanding of trust that develops within these online communities. It moves beyond simple binary choices to a more layered, context-dependent assessment of who to rely on. It's really a testament to the depth of social interaction these platforms can foster.
And despite all the technical glitches, the heavy topics, the moments of frustration that define the space, the underlying current is one of genuine camaraderie, profound friendship in action.
You really feel that coming through.
Alberto expresses sincere joy, stating, I'm so happy that we're friends. It's beautiful, isn't it? My friend is amazing.
That's lovely.
And this sentiment is beautifully exemplified by Brittany, who, despite her own continuing Wi-Fi woes and her self-deprecating humor about her co-hosting abilities, offers a room at DEF CON, extending practical, real-world support. I mean, you're my friend. I wouldn't let you fat be hanging around outside,
Wow, that's incredibly human. It's a powerful demonstration of how virtual connections, forged in shared experiences, even shared struggles, can translate into tangible, unwavering, real-world support and deep kindness. It's the ultimate validation of the bonds formed in these digital arenas.
Absolutely.
So wrapping this up, what does this all mean for you, the listener, in the bigger picture? This deep dives into just a single space, vividly reveals the multifaceted, incredibly human nature of online interaction.
It's truly not just about passively consuming content, is it? It's about actively participating in a living, breathing community that adapts and thrives amidst technological imperfections, often finding strength in those very imperfections.
You've seen firsthand how technical glitches, far from being mere annoyances, become these shared experiences that profoundly shape the interaction and can even strengthen bonds.
Yeah.
And how deeply personal narratives, from Alberto's powerful journey, the wrongly convicted hacker fighting for systemic change with a strong belief, to Brittany's candid, self-deprecating struggles with her tech and her unwavering loyalty, aren't just background noise. They are the very threads that weave authentic connection, emotional resonance, and deep empathy within these spaces.
These live audio spaces provide this crucial real-time forum for people to discuss literally everything: global finance, economic anxieties, personal travel plans, the future of work. It highlights the deeply intertwined nature of our digital and physical lives.
Yeah, it proves emphatically that what happens online has tangible roots in our real-world concerns and anxieties. It offers both a place to vent and a place to genuinely connect.
And the dynamic interplay between Alberto's meticulously curated professional persona as a cybersecurity expert and advocate, contrasted with Brittany's raw, relatable honesty about her tech struggles and her unwavering loyalty. It shows precisely how diverse human elements come together.
They don't just coexist, they truly blend, creating a vibrant, engaging, and remarkably resilient online community. It's a real testament to the power of authenticity in the digital age.
So maybe the final thought for you to ponder.
Yeah.
In a world increasingly mediated by these dynamic digital spaces, what hidden layers of connection, personal struggle, and evolving identity are we perhaps overlooking in our own online interactions? Maybe dismissing them as fleeting or superficial.
And building on that, how can we as participants, and maybe even as designers of these platforms, actively contribute to making these digital arenas truly human-friendly, despite their inherent and often frustrating technical complexities?
It's a vital question, isn't it? Something worth pondering as we continue to build our lives in both the digital and physical realms, always seeking genuine connection wherever we can possibly find it.